Angleški časi.
Past tense simple.
To razlago, vaje in rešitve pridobite s knjigo. Povezava do knjige je pod tem videom. Raba. Kdaj uporabljamo ta čas? Zaključena pretekla točka ali obdobje.
We use this tense when we have a finished time word. For example, Tom woke up early yesterday morning. Amanda told me a secret last week. We spent a lot of time at the seaside last summer. Yesterday morning, last week, last summer are all finished time words.
Zaključeno preteklo dejanje ali niz zaključenih preteklih dejanj.
We also use this tense when we talk about completed actions in the past or series of completed actions in the past. For example, I bought this book, took it home, and started reading it immediately. Another example, I finished work, went to the park, and found a nice place to meditate.
Pretekle navade.
When we talk about habits in the past, for example, when Tim was a kid, he tidied up his room every evening. Tom traveled a lot when he was younger.
Ponovico, ki je v present perfect simple času, pospremimo s podrobnostmi.
When we give details of news, for example, Tom has been on holiday. He traveled to Croatia. I've hurt my arm. I fell off the ladder. I've hurt my knee. I fell when I was skiing.
Stativni glagoli.
We also use this tense with stative verbs. These are verbs that are usually in the simple tenses, like love, hate, own. For example, Tim loved eating meat when he was younger.
Skupaj s past continuous časom.
In combination with the past continuous tense. For example, Tony was working on the computer when the electricity went off. Lucy was watching TV when she heard a strange noise. In these two examples, the longer action is in the past continuous tense and the action which interrupted these longer actions is in the past simple tense.
Dejanja v zgodbah.
When we talk about actions in stories, for example, Tim went to a bar. People were chatting and dancing. He sat down and ordered a drink. So the background story is in the past continuous and the actions in the story are in the past simple tense.
Oblika.
How do we form this tense? I drank a lot of coffee yesterday. Drank is the second form of the irregular verb drink. When we have irregular verbs, we use the second form. And if we have a regular verb, like talk, we just add ed, the suffix ed. I talked to Lucy yesterday.
Ordilne, nikalne in vprašalne povedi.
And how do we form positive, negative, and interrogative sentences? The concert started on time. We negate the concert did not start on time, or a shorter version didn't start on time. And the question, did the concert start on time? With an irregular verb, the sentences go like this. The concert began on time, so the second form of the verb. We negate, the concert did not begin on time, the first form of the verb. And the question is, did the concert begin on time?
Prislovi.
Which time expressions or adverbs do we use with this tense? In 2020, last Monday, last May, last spring, 3 years ago, 5 minutes ago, the other day, in March, yesterday, when we have questions with when. When did you move? When did you arrive? Last Friday, last week, the other day, 5 years ago. These are all finished time words. And with this tense, we only have finished time words.
Vaje.
How would we form a positive sentence? Last spring, I spent a week in Venice. I helped my sister a lot when I was younger. I had a big breakfast this morning. They won 5 awards. How would we negate these sentences? I didn't understand you. She didn't believe me. They didn't know her name. And how would we form questions? Did you enjoy the party? Did they finish their work? Did he call you yesterday?
To razlago, vaje in rešitve pridobite s knjigo. Povezava do knjige je pod tem videom.